Hello everyone and welcome back to the MedBoys channel. My name is Nimit and as always I'm here with Nimit and Rushil. We're third year neuroscience and psychology students at the University of Toronto. UofT has gained a reputation for being one of the hardest universities to succeed at in Canada, mainly because of its seemingly cutthroat environment and difficult assignments. So we took what we learned in our 2.5 years here and created a guide that every student can use to survive at UofT. Make sure you watch till the end so you can get all of our tips.
So we're going to divide this guide into two sections, academics and social life. We'll start by talking about some absolutely essential things to do so that you can get amazing grades in any major at UofT.
This tip is mainly for first-year students and future students as well. But the first thing you should do is plan ahead. Ask yourself questions like, what do I want to major in and what am I planning to do after university? Once you answer these questions, the courses you have to take become a lot more clear. In our first year, we decided that we would do a double major in neuroscience and psychology. We took some breadth requirements to get them out of the way earlier alongside our first year required life sci courses.
This was because we had to make space in the future for the necessary courses. To find out which courses we needed for the double major, we used the Degree Explorer on Acorn, which is every UofT student's best friend when it comes to course selection. After that, we looked at what courses were required to be eligible for med school, and we planned accordingly. We ended up having a pretty easy time when it came to the course selection time by simply planning ahead.
One of the best things you can do to reduce your workload is to figure out whether you actually have to do the readings for a particular course. You can usually do this by asking upper year students, TAs, or even the professor. We found that for some courses, readings weren't actually tested on the exams and didn't really add to our understanding beyond the lectures. Instead, we dedicated our time to understanding lecture content, since this was what the professors mainly draw from when they put together the exams. We ended up saving a lot of time because of this, so you should do the same.
You've probably heard this before, but time management is super important in university, especially because you have so many assignments at once. The best way to keep track of them is to create a to-do list, tell your friends about them, and complete them as soon as you get them. Use apps such as Google Calendar and Notion to help you out. This way, you'll always be on top of your work.
At UofT, office hours are dedicated times where you can talk to professors or TAs about the course material. We recommend taking advantage of them to maximize your marks on all of your assignments, since rubrics can be unclear at times. Attending office hours also gives you the chance to get to know your professor personally, which could help you a lot in getting a research position with that professor, like we talked about in our How to Get a Research Position video. Check that out if you haven't already.
It's also very easy to become overwhelmed by the workload at UofT. Assignments feel like they never end, and you can be swamped by work at all times. This can lead to burnout, which can make you very stressed out and potentially lower your GPA as a result. A couple of ways to prevent burnout are to take a break when you actually need one so you don't overwork yourself, and to complete your coursework as soon as it's given to you without procrastinating.
Now we'll be talking about how to maintain a social life at UofT. We know that people complain about UofT being cutthroat and that there's no time to socialize, but this only represents a small part of the student community at UofT.
With that, our first tip is to make friends in every program or stream. This will help you meet tons of new people, and you'll be able to build a really good support system. We feel that this is a necessity for students at UofT because it can really help mitigate that stress. We know this is easier said than done, especially for you introverts, but the more you put yourself out there, the easier it becomes for you.
You should also join some clubs that interest you. You'll be able to meet other people that have the same interests as you, and maybe some other upper year students that can help you with your courses. We actually created a club at UofT called Blankets for TO, where we help the homeless population by providing supplies and advocating on their behalf. We would love for you to join us.
Of course, though, you shouldn't overdo it. Getting involved in too many clubs or hanging out with your friends too much means less time for your assignments and work. And at the end of the day, you need to maintain your GPA. Nimit and Rushil are laughing at me, but please make sure you're able to handle your work before committing to anything.
If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for your support. Be sure to like if you learned something and drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own thoughts about UofT. Don't forget to check out our Conquering the MCAT playlist for more tips on how to succeed for the MCAT. To be notified of our future videos, be sure to subscribe and see you guys in the next one.